Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. You could have clicked on any video anywhere and you clicked on this one, so thank you so much for returning and new friends. Everyone is welcome in this space. This is a safe space. The only thing you're ever going to hear from me is love and encouragement and support as we ask for divine clarification and guidance as we go through our lives. So thank you so much for joining us. This is a collective reading and it is timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. It may be something you've been recently working through, or you've got something coming down the line. Sometimes these readings go a little bit longer than just the time that you see them necessarily. They may have a day or two longer. So be mindful of that as well. We have been going through the Crystal Grid Oracle deck by Nicola McIntosh. I've been loving. I'm a big fan of sacred geometry. I don't know if you've figured out that yet, if you've been on my channel more than twice. There is sacred geometry throughout nature, throughout the universe, throughout the cosmos, and then on the macro and micro scales, sacred geometry within atomic structures, and just so amazing power in these things. I've started actually working with a few different geometric shapes, sacred geometry forms in my home for prosperity and abundance, and I'll just tell you, it's kind of exploded for me. In fact, I don't know if you're a regular visitor for the channel, we'll say, you've probably noticed the past week I've been a little spaced out. I've had multiple major gnarly jobs that have been coming my way that are excellent for income level, but have been really trying on my brain, on my energy. They're not necessarily things that would be in line with what we're working with necessarily. They're very 3D experiences with things that maybe weren't amazingly positive, shall we say, historically. So we'll just leave it at that. I'm a transcriptionist by trade. So when I'm not arting and writing and singing and dancing and doing all of that other stuff, reading for you guys and channeling, of course. So what the stones are that we're working with today for this card, this is card number 43, which represents the number 7. 7, as we know, is a very, very holy number. We've talked about this multiple times on the channel, about how we have 7 days in the week, for example, and there's a lot of other examples of 7s that I just can't think of at the moment. A lot of 7s in all of the religious writings across the world, so not just one specific religion in general, but this is something that comes up across the globe, across all timelines. So very, very interesting energy that we've got working with the number 7. Obviously, we're working with the heart center, and again, you know, if you've been a regular visitor on the channel, you know that's all I ever talk about, operating from our heart, having that be the center of our lives, of our experience. If you listen to any other channels on YouTube that are in the similar line with this channel, you've probably been hearing the same types of things where we need to be operating from a place of love, becoming our most authentic selves. I have a separate series on that. I have a whole bunch of information on this channel you're more than welcome to check out. There's a bunch of playlists with a lot of stuff, including my book that's out there. So anything that is helpful for you guys, of course, that's why I'm here. So we are working with a couple of several different actually geometric shapes, sacred geometry forms here on this grid, this crystal grid in particular. Got obviously hexagram, 6-pointed star here, also hexagon around it, the open geometric form around that 6-pointed star. We've got several concentric circles that are coming around it, which feel like they represent to me that creation circle, the beginning of creation. So That's what we are looking at for our crystal grid. I've done a bunch of stuff on all of these geometric forms on previous readings. I'm not going to get into that in this one, but I want to talk about our star stone, watermelon tourmaline. And this is a very, very interesting stone. I'm reading from the crystalcouncil.com website. This is one of the few stones where you can actually see the formation process etched into the mineral. It's kind of hard to see it with this particular stone, the way that they've got it photographed and its shape here. But it starts out as pink tourmaline in the center, which is where we get the heart center. It's in the center of the crystal, forming and thickening. Then it has exposure to additional minerals such as manganese and lithium, which causes the stone to change color over time. It was a special tourmaline discovered in Newry, Maine, but it can also be found in Nigeria, Madagascar, Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Australia, and Brazil. Brazil, and I know that I've got friends from Brazil, so hello friends from Brazil. Brazil is famous for being known as having the finest watermelon tourmalines ever discovered, especially around the Minas Gerais region of the country. So, very, very cool. Be sure to check out pictures online of this crystal. It is amazing. Some of the things in the meaning and energy you will be working with for today with this reading. Watermelon tourmaline is a very powerful heart stone that is here to help calm and soothe your emotions. It helps you access and unlock the deepest part of your heart, pushing you to fully cleanse and heal all emotional wounds. Watermelon tourmaline is the perfect stone to help one combat anxiety and depression that may push you into a dark or sad place. This stone offers up light, love, and rejuvenation to help you keep your heart and mind in line with joy, general happiness, being more adventurous, having increased daily energy, self-love, and confidence are all brought out when wearing or carrying watermelon tourmaline. A lot of people wear this in a locket over their heart to accelerate that heart center energy and to combat the daily stress and all of the situations that happen with that. So we know that tourmalines are excellent grounding stones. They're excellent balancing stones. They are recommended to be working with, especially if you're working with selenite. These are not selenite spears here that they have got in this grid. Let me tell you the different stones that are in here. We've got the watermelon tourmaline at the center. The next circle out from the center is green tourmaline. And then outside of that one is pink tourmaline. So we've literally got at the center the stone that has all of those variations in it, as well as the different sections in the concentric circles around, and then obviously black tourmaline in those 3 points that you can see there with optical quartz, optical calcite, and epidote, and regular quartz. So a lot of different crystals that are working together in combination to really just kind of accelerate this heart center energy. In the reading we just had yesterday, we went through a big explanation on the heart chakra, so I won't go through that. But if you haven't checked out the most recent one prior to this, and I might actually link it at the end of this one, just for you guys that haven't caught it yet, went through a whole lot of stuff on the heart chakra specifically, so I won't go through that now. But just understanding that all of this energy is available to you. If you have any of these stones in your home that you can work with personally, that's excellent. But you don't need the stones. You can call on the energy that is here on this planet is always available to us, just like the energy that is coming to us from the divine realms. We live in a quantum world. We're living a quantum experience. We most of the time are walking asleep in our dream and don't realize just how interactive we are with everything around us. We're literally creating our reality from moment to moment. We understand that the more that we align with love, with peace, with joy, when we're asking for those energies to guide us in our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, and our words, it's not like we're pretending that stuff that isn't great is happening. We know that it is. But let me ask you a question. Is being pissed off about it helping anything? Is it helping the situation? Is it helping you personally? Is it making you stronger and healthier? Is it helping you make better, wiser decisions? Is it helping to connect you with the divine realms? Do you think that anger and bitterness and frustration are angelic forces, angelic energies? We know this is not true. The only thing that comes from God, from source, from that divine spiritual realm, whatever you call it, the only things that are going to come from that are things that build people up, not tear people down. The things that are coming from love and joy and peace. And it all starts from the center. It's the fulcrum of our lives. It's the fulcrum of our personal three-dimensional experience. It is the fourth dimensional reality that we're actually already living in. We just don't realize it. We're just not doing it really well a lot of times. I know. Had kind of a frustrating morning this morning already, but I have the option of, number one, recognizing that I'm frustrated. That's the number one thing to do. Recognize when you're not in alignment with love, when your chakras are out of alignment, when you're feeling disconnected, when you're feeling connected with things that you don't want to be connected to. Evaluation of self is so important. We cannot, it would be physically, mentally, energetically, emotionally draining, and just, it would stop us in our tracks if we had to be consciously mindful of everything we're doing from 1 second to the next. Not possible. The only way that we can actually make sure that we are working through those alignments properly, how we are coming from a place of love and joy and peace, is by recognizing when we're not, and recalibrating, reorienting back into love, back into joy, back into peace. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the reading says. I haven't looked at it. We're going to look at it together for the first time. So this is card number 43, Heart Center. It represents the heart center, higher vibration, and heart medicine. Watermelon tourmaline is a beautiful combination of pink and green tourmaline in concentric bands. It is normally seen with a vibrant pink center and green outer, just like a watermelon. The stone in the center of this grid can be called a reverse watermelon, as it is green in the center with a pink band. Resonating with your heart chakra, watermelon tourmaline of either pink or green is good heart medicine. Your heart chakra is the center of your chakra system and is the center from which you interact with your external environment. I feel like I just said that. When you allow this center to be open and free, flowing, you allow other people, events, and gifts to enter your life, and you allow yourself to be connected with something much greater than yourself, and will understand that you are always connected with everything. When you work from your heart center, you work from a place of love, the universal energy that everything responds to. Animals, plants, and people all respond to love, which is important for the planet to progress. When you give love freely and see things from a place of love, you receive the same back. Love is a very high vibration, and the more you attune yourself to this vibration, the more it will lift your whole being and external environment to match. We've talked about that a lot before too. When you love, you radiate love, which lifts the vibrations of those around you. Those who lack love need it more than any. So be kind and understanding. Love yourself and others, and watch your external life shift to match your vibration. And I can tell you from personal experience, this is absolutely true. It may be time to open your heart again. When you've been hurt, you shut down, and this center becomes withdrawn, which in turn blocks your ability to receive. And that means receive anything, receive abundance, receive success, receive prosperity. If your heart chakra is closed or damaged in some way, that's where you need to be starting your work. Learn how to open your heart center again so you can let love in. And our exercise for the day, and I encourage you to do this with us, it is the way that you can get as much as possible out of this reading. For this meditation exercise, sit comfortably where you will not be disturbed. If you have any watermelon tourmaline or any green or pink stones, they would be great to meditate with, although it is not essential, as you can have this image in front of you. Close your eyes and become aware of your breathing. Do you feel constricted around your chest, or are you breathing shallowly? Be aware of any tightness in your body and release and let it go. Then start to breathe more deeply. Really let your chest expand to start with, and then breathe deeply from your core. Picture yourself breathing in and out of your heart space, and breathe in the love of the crystal energy, and breathe out love. Do this as often as it takes to open your heart chakra. I love that meditation. So I hope you were doing that. I hope that as I was reading that, you were taking those deep breaths. You had your eyes closed. You were kind of scanning your body, do a body scan, see where there's any tightness. Let it go. Release it. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Drop your chin. Relax your jaw. Relax. In this space, you are safe. You don't need to be tense. You don't need to be tight. You don't need to be stressed out. Not right now. You can get back to that later, but for the moment, just take a moment in this space to take that deep breath and release. And just let love out. Bring love in. Feel it in your chest, feel it in your core, feel it in your belly, feel it expanding all around you. See it as a beautiful golden light coming out from your heart, from your chest, from your belly, and just enclosing you in this beautiful golden bubble of light. This is your bubble of safety. This is your bubble of peace. This is your bubble of love. And you can wear it like you wear a shirt, like you wear a garment, a cloak around you that keeps you with love always present around you. And when you can come from love in any situation, you will bring that vibration into that local environment and you can change it. If you are coming from that place of love and it's not difficult, just center back into your heart. Put your left hand just below the center of your chest, slightly to the left. That's where your heart physically is on that left bottom rib, close to the center. Put your hand with the palm right there, and you're going to make a direct connection with your heart, with the little brain, the little heart brain right there, which is actually producing a bigger field, energetic field around you than even your brain does. They've recorded this with EKGs and EEGs. So this is not stuff I'm just talking off the top of my head. You can connect with your heart anytime you don't even have to touch it. You can remember touching it with your mind. If you're in a space where you've got a bunch of people around you, think you were weird if you put your hand on your heart all of a sudden, but just you can remember doing that. in any situation, and it's automatically going to recalibrate you. As soon as you just think in your head, how can I come from love here? How can I come from love here? It's going to be your mantra for the day. How can you come from love here? This is your time for today to be recentering from that place of love. So now you're going to go out into your life carrying that with you. So that's the reading for that, for you guys that we've got for the day. I do hope that it blessed you. Feel free to leave any comments if you'd like on anything that you'd like to share. Again, this is your space. If there's something you'd like the collective to send you love and encouragement and support on, feel free to leave that. If you have any kind of personal connection with any of the stones or the grids that we're working with here, feel free to share that as well. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to the channel, I do encourage you to do that. It helps the YouTube algorithm, help other people find these videos and find the channel. And I don't get any money from them. This will never be a monetized channel. The only reason why I'm here is for you. So, I love you. You are amazing. You are very powerful. So take that power and make the world the way you want it to be. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.